there's a deli, and having grown up in Texas and living most of my adult life until, very recently, like 4 years ago, in Tennessee, the concept of the East Coast Deli was sort of a revelation for me. You can get a sandwich there, but it's mainly like a 24-hour convenience store on steroids. They've got mine's got pretty good produce. Most of what I eat comes from there. Got a little bitty kitchen, can't keep much stuff in it, so I sort of shop a meal at a time. And they have flowers 24 hours a day, which I find convenient because I fuck up constantly. The guy that runs the deli on my street's name is Mr. Kim, and he's like, he blows my mind. He's a little older than me, probably 5 or 6 years older than me, and he owns this store, and he's been running it for a long time, at least 20 years, and maybe 25, and his whole family works there. He's from Korea, and he speaks Korean, of course. It's the language he grew up speaking, which impresses me just all by itself, because it sounds like a tough language to me. He speaks English better than I do, a lot better than I do. And then because of changes in New York City and changes in the world, he's learned, in his 40s, in the last 10 years, he's learned to speak another language, which he now speaks fluently, which is Spanish, because most of his employees are from Mexico. Now, I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I grew up in occupied Mexico. So, my Spanish is like I can order in a restaurant. I lived in San Miguel Allende for a couple of years in the 70s, and I can order in a restaurant. Of course, there's a joke in Mexico about going to San Miguel to learn to speak English, but I can order in a restaurant, I can shop, and I know when to run, and that's about it, which is embarrassing. And and to think that Mr. Kim impresses me. He's got 3 languages he speaks fluently, and he's learned things late in his life because of the world changing around him, and he just adapts to them. And I think that's really cool, especially when we just come through a period of time where there probably still are bills out there trying to be introduced to make it illegal to teach our children more than one language. And trust me, any place else in the world, when people hear that we tried to do that, it makes us look really stupid. This is for Mr. Kim.